Hello Internet, so nice to see you. It's not a mystery that I love Stevie Wonder's music, and today we talk about a chord that Stevie uses very often. This chord is very easy to play on guitar despite the complex name that it gets. And as usual, in the confusion that is music theory, there is more than one name for it. I have seen it notated most commonly as a G13th with a flat 9, though that's not exactly correct if you see what is actually played. The notation I prefer is E/G, meaning the E major chord with a bass of G, or E/G7, meaning the E major chord over the G7 chord. The E-G chord spells out this way: G is the bass, then E, G sharp, and B. The E is the 13th of G, the G sharp is an harmonic to A flat, and so it's the flat 9, and B is clearly the third of the chord. While if it's spelled out as E/G7, the notes are G, B, D, F, E, G sharp. Notice that this is not a true 13th chord because there is no 11th in the chord. There is no C note or C sharp note, which would be the sharp 11th. Of course, if you do want to play the 11th in it, I'm not stopping you. As you can hear, this chord is very dissonant if played alone, but it will sound great in the right context. First of all, how do we play that chord on the guitar? Here are a few voicings. Now this chord, it's an altered dominant chord, meaning that it works like a normal G7th chord with just more spice, and so it will resolve either on C or C minor following the standard 5-to-1 resolution. This is how the E/G resolves to a C major 7. The bass goes from G to C, of course. The E note stays on the E note. The G sharp note, which remember it's technically an A flat note, goes down to G, and the B note stays on B and creates the major 7th of the C major 7th. But you can also resolve this to a C minor 7, and in this case the E/G resolves to a C minor 7th this way. The bass G goes to the bass C, and the other three notes, E, G sharp, and B, just move chromatically down, each one a half step, E to E flat, G sharp to G, B to B flat. And that's interesting because the C minor 7, after all, is just an E flat/C, meaning an E flat chord with a bass of C. So the upper structure of the first chord, the E triad, resolves chromatically down to the upper structure of the second chord, the E flat. If you try to play this chord on your guitar right now, you will hear that it sounds very dissonant, and so you will wonder if you can actually use this chord in a chord progression and make it sound good. So here I'm gonna make one example taken from Stevie Wonder, Sunshine of My Life. I will not do many other examples here due to the YouTube policies on copyright, but if you listen to Stevie Wonder, you will find this chord practically everywhere. Anyway, the chord progression of You Are the Sunshine of My Life, it's pretty much this one. It's a G9 with a major 7, then a G/F, meaning a G chord with a bass of F, then an E minor 7, then we find our chord, it's F sharp over A. Again, this could be written as A13 with a flat 9 and no 11th. Then you have a D minor 7, G7, and C major 7th. It sounds this way. As you can hear, this F sharp with a bass of A fits perfectly in this chord progression, so let's see why exactly. Let's rewrite all those chords in terms of their upper structure and their bass. The C9 with a major 7 is just a G with a bass of C, meaning a G chord with a bass of C. The G/F, G chord with a bass of F, then E minor 7 is a G/E, it's a G chord with a bass of E. So far I'm actually just playing the G chord as an upper structure and changing the bass C, F, E. Then I have my F sharp with a bass of A. Then I have a D minor 7th which is an F with a bass of D. And then I have my G7 and my C major 7. So if we look at the upper structures, the upper structure move chromatically. First I have G, 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 and this G goes down to F sharp, and then down to F chromatically. So what I hear, it's this movement, G, F sharp, F. If we look at the bass, on the other hand, in this passage, you see that the bass goes down in fifth, E to A and A to D, which is the standard jazz movement 5-1, or if you want, the cycle of fifths. When we put them together, you get a very smooth voice leading and the chord progression sounds really natural. Again, the E minor 7, F sharp over A, then D minor 7 sound this way. Now this piece is in the key of C, so you may wonder why a chord like F sharp over A, that is equivalent to A7, works in this piece. Well, this A7 is simply an secondary dominant to the D minor 7th chord. So we have here a secondary dominant who is also an altered dominant. It would be really interesting to talk about all that, but for that I refer you to my course, Complete Chord Mastery, when we talk about everything related to chords and harmony on guitar, and we definitely spend a lot of time talking about secondary dominant, altered dominants, and how secondary altered dominants can work in your chord progression to make your chord progression sound great. If you like this video and like me, you love the music of Stevie Wonder, smash that like button, don't forget to subscribe, and please share this video with all your friends who might be interested. And if you have any kind of questions or requests, please write them down in the comment. I'll be happy to hear from you. This is Tommaso Zillia of musictheoryforguitar.com, and until next time, enjoy!